Swapping the track position is a common scene within Mercedes culture over the years, and now it seems to be slowly entering into the Red Bull racing too. Huge discussion has been created about the swapping of the race positions of Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen during the Spanish Grand Prix, which prevented Sergio Perez from winning the race. But before that incident, Sergio Perez was not allowed to overtake Verstappen on lap 26, giving him the impression of second driver in the team again. At that position, Verstappen was chasing the Mercedes driver, George Russell, with much older tires and a problem in his DRS. Perez was fitted with a fresh set of tires and was in the best position to attack George Russell than Verstappen. Then he requested from the Red Bull engineers to let him pass Verstappen by moving him aside of the track. But it was rejected, costing few more laps to overtake Russell. Red Bull team was lucky in that position as Leclerc was retired due to a technical issue in his car, allowing both Red Bull drivers to go for podium finishes. If it is not, this decision will surely regret the Red Bull engineers. After the retirement of Leclerc, Perez was leading the race and he was at a best position to win the race clearly ahead of the drivers behind him. Red Bull went for a three-stop strategy for Verstappen, fitting him with a fresher set of tires to give him a tire advantage over Perez. Then, the Red Bull engineers ordered Perez to swap the track positions, costing him the chance of winning the Spanish Grand Prix. Perez didn't go for more arguments with his race engineer, letting Verstappen pass him very easily. The team's decision to keep him with an older set of tires, following a different race strategy compared to his teammate, made him angrier, and he described it as a very unfair decision. Expressing his idea regarding the different race strategies followed by team, Perez said, "I think what was clear was that the three-stop was a better race time, and the various strategies, so I think if I went in that direction, I would have won the race." And it worked out for Max. I think that was something we discussed. It was good because we didn't know at the time which strategy was going to be the best one. I only felt that in the first stint, when I gave the position to Max, that I was told that I was going to get it back. When I was on the two-stop, I felt that I could have gone through Max and George a bit earlier to try and make the strategy work, but probably it wouldn't have been enough, Perez added further. Sergio Perez was added to the Red Bull driver lineup at the start of the 2021 season with the aim of challenging Mercedes drivers with both cars in their championship battle, as his predecessors, Gasly and Albon, failed to play the supportive role very well for Verstappen in the previous seasons. He did the job very well, bravely defending Lewis Hamilton on a number of occasions, allowing Verstappen to grab the driver's title in that season. Then he got a contract extension for the 2022 season, allowing him the chance of fighting for the driver's title too. But that promise seems to be broken already, with them treating him as the second driver again during the Spanish Grand Prix. Expressing his idea regarding the swapping of the track positions, Red Bull team principal Christian Horner said, "Verstappen very quickly closed on Chico, and at that stage, there was a tire delta of close to 2 seconds a lap," he said. So, with high water temperatures, oil temperatures, DRS that was intermittently working, it didn't make any sense to let them fight because it was an unfair fight anyway. And, as it turned out, we had to pit Chico anyway for the end of the race. So, both drivers worked together as a team, and to get the maximum points today was hugely important on a day that, unfortunately, Ferrari had an issue. Perez demanded an internal Red Bull discussion regarding the issue before the Monaco Grand Prix, as these controversial decisions lead to harm the spirit of the team. So, it has happened already, and Perez confirmed that he was allowed to fight against teammate Verstappen for race wins other than playing the wingman role. Perez says, "Yeah, it is fairly clear. They didn't need to say it, but it was clear. On my side of the garage, it was clear, and inside the team, yeah, otherwise I would not be here. So, it is fairly clear. There is a great atmosphere at Red Bull. We have great momentum, so it was a great team result, and they made it clear that I have the full support of the team to see me winning." Former F1 boss Bernie Ecclestone has been arrested in Brazil due to illegal carrying of an unregistered gun with him. This happened when he was boarding a private plane to Switzerland. According to the police statement, they have found an undocumented LW Camp 32 gun in his luggage during the X-ray scan. He accepted the charges against him, but he wasn't aware that the gun was in his luggage at that time. Ecclestone continued his journey to Switzerland after paying bail of 6,000 Brazilian reals, and the gun was confiscated. He is 90 years old now and is married to a Brazilian-born Fabiana Ecclestone. That's why he is traveling between Brazil and Switzerland. Honey Badger, Daniel Ricciardo, was capable of giving the taste of a race win for McLaren after 8 years during the 2021 Italian Grand Prix. Outside of that individual incident, Daniel Ricciardo's performance with the McLaren team is very poor. Being rated as a possible championship-winning driver during his early periods in F1, the present performance of the Australian doesn't live up to the expectations. He was signed by McLaren for the 2021 season, and he struggled much in the first part of that season as he was unable to adjust well to the Mercedes-powered McLaren challengers. Even though fans expect to see more improvement with time, he is unable to deliver it yet. As a team, McLaren struggled with Daniel Ricciardo's performance as it totally affects their standings in the Constructors' Championship. Talking about Daniel Ricciardo, McLaren team boss Zak Brown said, "Daniel is just not comfortable yet with the car. We're trying everything we can. Again, it was a disappointing weekend. Short of Monza and a few races, it's generally not kind of met his or our expectations as far as what we were expecting. And I think all you can do is keep working hard as a team, keep communications going, keep pushing, and hope that whatever is not kind of clicking at the moment clicks shortly." McLaren is yet to build a championship-winning car in the turbo hybrid era, but Ricciardo's performance level compared to his teammate Lando Norris is very poor. Lando Norris is the constant point scorer for McLaren with some podium finishes too, but the Australian always struggles to finish the race within the top 10 in a similar type of car. During an interview with ESPN, Ricciardo said, "I'm still passionate about the sport and I still want to do good in it. So that's it. It's as simple as that. You just pull back the negatives. I'm still enjoying it. The results aren't there yet, but a negative attitude isn't going to help me get those results either." Now he is working much harder to fix the problems with his driving style, but he is yet to deliver an eye-catching performance with MCL36. If he has failed to create much impact on the upcoming races, he will surely lose his F1 seat and has to look for an opportunity outside Formula One. Formula One new race director Neil Wittich has decided to enforce the rule banning the use of jewelry during the race event since the Australian Grand Prix. It heats up the whole F1 paddock as drivers and team officials have different opinions regarding it. The biggest controversy is created after the 7-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton, stands against this decision, refusing to remove jewelry during Imola GP. But he made a U-turn by agreeing to remove all the jewelry except his Norse piercing when he came to Miami GP. But FIA was not happy and he was given a 2-week grace period to remove it through a surgeon. If he doesn't take any action, he was threatened with a race ban during the historic Monaco GP. But now, the FIA has ducked a potential standoff over the jewelry ban at this weekend's Monaco GP, citing that it is carried forward for further analysis. That means there is no race ban for Lewis Hamilton during Monaco Grand Prix. FIA has forwarded the matter to its medical commission with the aim of a full study of safety implications, and a deadline has been set to the end of June for a final decision on the matter.